I'll give you the 9 levels of unclutching. Unclutching from the outer world, like problems and difficulties related to name and fame. Devotees, disciples, please note down in your book of heart. 9 unclutching. Please note down in your book of heart. 9 different levels of unclutching. First, unclutching from your outer world means when you have problems related to name, fame, money. If you unclutch, please understand, I am not saying you need to lose that money, name and fame. No. You will lose the problems and suffocations and stress, sufferings created in you because of money, name and fame. When the problems, suffocation, stress is removed, suddenly you have a pure inner space where you can create whatever you want in the outer world. Understand? Biggest asset any human being can have is free inner space, extra inner space. Whenever I give energization to people, I just give them few hundred more acres of inner space, that's all. Extra inner space, just like Google gives storage space. Extra inner space is the ultimate wealth. Wealth is not the billions of dollars you have, or the relationships you have, or the bungalows, properties you have. The real wealth is extra inner space you have. The space you have inside, free space, in which you can do your creativity, you can do your creation. That extra free inner space is the real wealth. When you unclutch from the difficulties, stress, sufferings, suffocation created by money, name and fame, you achieve that ultimate wealth, extra free inner space. Second, unclutch from the outer world identities. The identities you carry, social identity, professional identity, racial identity, national identity. Sometimes you think you identify yourself based on your religion, your country, your race, your caste, your community, your creed. Please understand, this racial identity, national identity is responsible for millions of people dying every year in the planet Earth. World's worst terrorist on the planet Earth is racial and national identity. Please understand, largest number of deaths on the planet Earth is caused by racial and national identity. The moment you feel you belong to certain geography, you are ready to sacrifice your life for that geography. People die, especially youngsters. Millions die in the war fields. And without any guilt, without any even second thought, people kill people just because their national identity. Identity you create because of your geography. I tell you, most uncivilized act is killing people because of your racial and national identity. It is so unfortunate still human beings have not evolved from that low conscious of killing people, destroying people because of racial and national identity. Same way, the racial identity is responsible for all religious and communal terrorism. Unclutch from social, professional, racial, national identities. You will see so much of peace, joy, bliss happening in you. Universal intelligence awakens in you the moment you unclutch from low-level identities. The moment you unclutch from racial, national identities, immediately the universal intelligence awakens in you. Third, unclutching. Unclutching from thoughts, verbalization and visualization happening inside. Please understand. Unclutching from thoughts means the verbalization and visualization happening inside. When you look in, the verbalization happening, the visualization happening in you are all thoughts. Unclutch from both. Continuously try to unclutch from both. You will see extraordinary powers expressing in you when you start unclutching from your verbalization and visualization. You will become yogi. Understand? Living as a yogi is life. Unclutch from verbalization and visualization. Whenever you remember the verbalization happening in you constantly, the words moving, or the visualization happening in you, the ideas happening in you, unclutch from that. Even the boredom, feeling bored, restless, is also one more thought, one more verbalization, one more visualization. Unclutch even from that. And fourth level of unclutching. Unclutch from your emotions, pain and pleasure. Let me tell you from my own experience. When I fell from the horse during the horse riding and fractured my hand, just all I need to do is unclutching from that pain. I could see very clearly body was healing at least 5 times more faster than normal speed of healing. I tell you, I really felt so joyful. I felt so happy for my body. Wow, what a body to live with. Body which does not give you pain, friend who does not give you doubt, wife who does not give you instability, are all rare blessings. Body which does not give you pain is such a joy to live with that body. I know I don't have pain because I received the blessings of many yogis and did many techniques, but when you see that literally in your life as experience, I felt, oh God, what an achievement. I felt such big relief. I tell you, when you unclutch from pain and pleasures, not only you are free from it, even your health improves drastically. Fifth, unclutching. Unclutching from the inner world identities like parental conditioning, ahankara and mamakara. Ahankara means the idea you project about yourself to others. Mamakara means the idea you believe about you as you inside you. See, always the idea you project to others about you will be more than what you are. Mamakara, the idea you believe about you in the inner self is always lower than you. Idea you project on others, an idea you project on yourself. This ahamkara and mamakara, your whole life is nothing but the fight between the ahankara and mamakara. Means the identity you project in the outer world and the identity you believe as you in the inner world. Unclutch from inner world identities, both the identities. Unclutch from the identity you project to the outer world, unclutch from the identity you believe as you in the inner world. Sixth level of unclutching. Unclutch from the biomemories. Means the very patterns you are carrying. Pattern of depression, pattern of pain, pattern of irritation, patterns of suffering, patterns of your own ideas. You need to realize the truth. You are not even orphan. Orphan means what? You are alone. Everybody else is your enemy. Here you don't need to realize that you are alone. There is no enemy. You are alone, but there is no enemy. If you are alone, how can there be enemy? Only if there is somebody else, there can be enemies. If you unclutch from the patterns to the extent till you realize there is no patterns in reality. In reality, you are alone. In reality, you are just existing. Kevala. Next, unclutch from body. Unclutch from body itself. Please understand. When you unclutch from your body, thousands of disorders you create by yourself, like arthritis, blood pressure, all this completely disappears. The seventh level of unclutching is unclutching from body. And eighth level of unclutching, unclutching from the idea of time. Unclutch day, night, morning, evening, midnight. Go on unclutching. Unclutch from the idea of boredom, feeling restless. Unclutch from the idea of time. I tell you, time is the greatest myth you are carrying in your life. That is the worst conditioning you are carrying. Actually, there is no such thing as time. Sun rises and sets, moon rises and sets, stars move, planet moves, life moves. That's all. Where is time? You rise, live, disappear. That's all. Where is time? Time is one of the myth like a clothes. You forget human body does not come with clothes. How many of you remember? I tell you, none of us remember. Human body comes to planet Earth without clothes, goes out without clothes. We think human body comes with clothes and goes with clothes. Just like a cloth is the illusion which has become part of your biomemory. Time is an illusion which has become part of your very consciousness itself. So unclutch from the idea of time. Ultimately, the 9th level of unclutching, unclutching from the very idea I. Unclutch from that very idea I. In every level of unclutching, in every aspect of unclutching, you will experience some new free dimension of you. You will experience some extraordinary experiences or expressions. I tell you, all the auspicious things of life and beyond life is achieved just by this one process, unclutching. Just by this one technique, unclutching. Just this one technique, unclutching. These 9 levels of unclutching, the 9th level is unclutching from the very idea I. The I. The very idea I is the source of everything you experience, you perceive. Unclutching from that very source. The idea of I. You can start in these 9 levels, any one level. Because of the benefits and experiences you will have, simply you will move to next level and experience all 9 levels.